For the parents of a teen athlete, earning a sports scholarship is very important. It gets your child some exposure, some attention from colleges. You want to get their eye, though. A lot of people want those scholarships. They're very competitive. So here with some advice on how to make your student athlete stand out a little bit among all the others. Pam Mashburn, who's publisher of Potential Magazine, and Ron Simmons, who knows firsthand about getting those scholarships and how much that can mean for not just the student, but for the entire family. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, you talked about this. You did a little research, and you see where this can be a very competitive thing to get these athletic scholarships.
It really is. But you know, the parents are jazzed about it, and they love having their teen athletes put in front of them. And sometimes there's some other things that you need to know about it. There's different division schools. We were talking to Ron about it. His son went to Alabama Christian here in Montgomery, which is a 4A school. So it's not really one that recruiters are, you know,
They're
going
looking
to.
for 5A, 6A,
yeah,
the bigger
7As,
schools.
yeah, all of those schools. And so anyway, the fact that he was able to, he got actually several offers, including Nick Saban. Offered him a walk-on.
Well, that's awesome. Well, let's talk to you about that then, that whole process. When do you start even thinking about this? Is this something you have to start early on, just like any other scholarship, academic scholarship?
Yeah, but one of the things that's critical is that you start early because it's more and more competitive now.
Yeah.
So the first thing is that the grades. Ninth grade moving forward, we all know that those grades start to follow you. So it's very, very important that not only your grades are good, but you start to take the ACT early at that time. If you're not taking the ACT, then the later you wait, then you're putting yourself in a position to be behind. So you want to take that early on.
Now, Ron, now just to tell the audience, Ron's son received a full ride scholarship at Alabama A&M and has been a starter on the football team there. So he has had to work really hard to make sure that he gets in front of those recruiters.
That's correct.
Well, and you got him in front of the recruiters. He got the attention of people like Nick Saban and the coach there at Alabama A&M. Obviously, like what he saw, he played last year. How'd his first year go?
Oh, he did very well. He started every game.
Wow.
But he had to work extremely hard.
As a freshman.
As a freshman, he did.
Wow.
Yeah, so
So he was ready physically for it, and so you had him take the ACT early, and then there were some things about the NCAA that you were telling me about.
yeah, that's a very important piece because in order to play for any NCAA school, the student has to be registered on the NCAA Eligibility Center's website, which is at ncaaeligibilitycenter.org. And there are some things that you have to do in order to be eligible. Number one, the grades are important. Make sure you're making the grades. And they're going to ask you a series of questions on their website that you have the transcripts and things of that nature. So they're going to send you an email, and there are some deadlines you have to meet. So it's important that you're checking that email and you're meeting those deadlines, because if you miss the deadline, you could be missing a scholarship opportunity. Another thing that's important is that you start going to camps early. When you go to those camps, that's where you get the visibility, because you can be the best athlete in the world. If they don't know who you are, they don't know you exist. So it's
And this
important
seems to be
go
really key. And then there was also some video that you did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to have the stats on your student athlete. A lot of times a school will have that, but also it'll be really good if you have someone to come out and video your child individually, because they're looking to see what that student does, what that student athlete does on the field, when the ball is coming your way, when the ball is not coming your way, or they want to get a feel of how you hustle, or whatever the case is. So that
And not just the whole game.
My son
Exactly.
still watches his video from when he was
So it's
in
important.
schools. It's very important. So if you want to find out more about this, Potential Magazine is the place to find that. Here's what it looks like, and Pam says you can find it anywhere that teens and their parents are. So look for that and get more information about it. Thank you both for being here. We appreciate it, okay? And best of luck to you and your
Thanks so
son.
much.
That's awesome that he had a great year. I'm sure he'll continue to do well.
Gotta work hard.
I'm proud of him.